Hello, everyone. It's William here, a little bit sunburned, but here. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for joining us today. Um, I've been busy. I've been busy. I hope you've had a good day. My day was busy and good. So I hope you've had a good day. Harry is here. Hello, Harry. Susie is here. Hello, Susie. Cheryl is here. Hello, Cheryl. Thank you for joining us. I just got out of the shower. Um, I had a very busy day. If you saw our Patreon, you see what we were up to, if you've seen that yet. Um, but hello, Norma. Thank you for joining us. But I did not realize it was as sunny out as it was today, or as that the sun was that strong. So I'm a little burnt, but that's okay. Um, I will doctor my skin up, put some lotion and all that good stuff. But yeah, so many of you know we posted this a little bit before, but we had a big tree back in December come down into our property at the cottage. And due to the weather, we've not had really any opportunity between weather and time and scheduling. We've not had an opportunity to clear that out. So my mom and dad came down today. My mom brought her chainsaw and some other little saws and things that she had. And we got to work removing this tree, which was actually like three trees. It was one of those trees that had three trunks. It actually has four coming out of it. One is still standing. It is dead, but it is technically in the neighbor's property. So I didn't want to go into the neighbor's property and timber down their tree, though I was tempted. I got to see if I can talk with them. There was no one, it didn't seem like there was anyone home today. But we have to see if we can maybe do something about that one, because it is probably the next tree to fall, and it is very close to the cottage. And if it falls just the right way, it probably will actually do some damage. These ones did not, thankfully. They just got all up in our parking lot to the point where we could not actually. All winter, I've been carrying pellet bags, 40-pound pellet bags, to the pellet stove by walking further than I needed to, because normally we would pull right up to the door at the cottage, but it is the tree um, kept us about halfway from the door in our parking lot. So um, it was good. They came down to help, and I learned to use a chainsaw. I used a chainsaw for the first time in my entire life today, so that was exciting. And they're going to probably come down sometime next week, hopefully, depending on weather, and help us to kind of um, do some tree work in our woods behind the cottage. We have a few dead trees that are already on the ground, and then we have some that are still standing, and we'd like to cut those down and kind of just clean up the woods a little bit, if nothing else. So we kept the wood. We cut everything up. There was actually a lot more than we thought. My mom had brought a tarp to cover the little wood pile that we would make, and the tarp, which was I think 10 by 8 by 10 or something like that, was smaller than it should have been. Our wood pile actually came out to be a lot larger than we thought, because the trees didn't look that big, but they apparently were. So we spent the day doing that. It was nice to hang out with my mom and dad again today, and we did a lot of limb chopping, and we sorted things into small, medium, and large limbs and trunks of trees. Many wheelbarrow trips up to the burning, or we have a burn pit. And then that's also where we stack the wood. The wood pile finally is up by the burning pit. Um, I have hopes. The wood is very dry, so it is ready to burn. I have hopes of maybe doing some sagar firing with ceramics um, with out in the pit. So we tried to keep the limbs pretty long so that I could possibly use them to surround some things and play around with. So I probably will have to split some of the wood. We left it in the rounds, so I will probably have to split some of the wood. But That's okay. I don't mind doing that either, generally. We'll see. I don't have anything to split wood here, though. I don't think we have a I just lost the word. I'm losing the word. I'm tired today. Hey, Charlie, thanks for joining us over there on Instagram. Says, I heard chainsaw sounds exciting. Yes, I was using a chainsaw today. And all of our power tools today, we chopped down pretty much 3 trees with electric. They were all battery operated. A battery operated chainsaw, battery operated I forget what they're actually called. But it's to trim the limbs off. It's a little chainsaw. It's about this big, a little baby one on the end. My mom has a weed eater that you can change the end, and the end of it you can attach this little saw, and it cuts the limbs off of trees and stuff. So we used that, and everything was battery operated. At one point we had to recharge the chainsaw battery. It takes 50 minutes only, and we were back in business. So by the time we got things cleared up from the first round and kind of raked up and cleaned up the yard a little bit, it was ready to go again for the second round. Charlie says that's a lot of work. Imagine without power tools. I know. I cannot, like, when we were up in the woods at my brother's, and we were doing this kind of same thing the other day, my dad said, imagine what it was like when they didn't have the power tools or the gas. And I can't. This is fun doing it this way. I really enjoyed it. But if I had to do, I don't know if I would enjoy it if I had to do it like, you get on one side, I get on the other, and we're gonna pull the saw back and forth. Or if you're by yourself sawing through, no way, no way. So I'm very thankful for power tools today, be they gas or electric. We used electric though today, which was kind of cool. I did not know that a battery operated chainsaw could have that much power, but it was really good. And for shorter sessions, I guess they rate it to work for about an hour. So for shorter sessions, it's not bad. We just had to do like 3 or 4 trees. Well, 3 tree trunks came down, plus all the limbs and stuff. So it took us a little bit longer than that. So really, all in all, it took us 5 hours today. So we were here for about 5 hours working on all of that. In the meantime, I did take a break, and a little bit before and a little bit during and a little bit after, to do some packing and shipping, and ran some stuff to the post office. So my mom and dad stayed and did some stuff while I did that. They're like, go do the work. And so I did that. And afterwards, I did a little bit of cleaning up the yard a little bit more, although they left it pretty good when they left. I just had a few limbs and stuff to pick up. And there's still a little pile of debris 2 little piles that we raked up, that we need to take to the back. But for the most part, it's nice and clear. We can pull in again. And after, when we were all done, I went in and I realized that I had not taken pictures of a lot of my pottery for quite a while. So I pulled out the folding table, and it was so nice outside. I sat it outside, in the shade, just on the edge of the sun. And I took some pictures of my latest pottery pots that I've not gotten pictures of yet. So I will be adding those into the online store. I also did a little reel of those and all that good stuff, real quick. And then wrote a Patreon post about the tree stuff. So I pretty much told you it all. So if you're watching here, you might want to join our Patreon anyway. It does help us do things at Star Cottage Studio. So we take a little bit of the money from the Patreon. Sometimes we take it every month. Sometimes we store it up for a few months. But every bit of that money goes into doing some kind of care or improvement, or purchasing new tools that we might need for Star Cottage Studio. So that's patreon.com/Star Cottage Studio. And if you want to get a better glimpse of kind of behind the scenes of what we do at Star Cottage Studio and the things that Andrew's coming up with, and sometimes he gives sneak peeks of his work or new releases, you can join us at patreon.com/Star Cottage Studio, and you can sign up for just a little bit of money if you'd want to. And it's a monthly fee, and it helps us really improve and keep improving the studio, so that we can keep doing more things with it and really keep pushing along. So we appreciate everyone out there who does hang out with us there and does support our Patreon. We appreciate it so much. Let's see, Michelle is here. Hello, Michelle. Angela's here, says, hello, my friends, listening to Stone Witch of Florence. Thanks for recommending Stone of Abundance Piques My Mind. Nice, nice. Yeah, hopefully you'll all join us in the book club. That's the reason we recommended the Stone Witch of Florence, which is the book club, which is, I have a thing for it here, right here, everybody. Allegory Gallery, inspired by Reading Book Club. We started this book club in 2012. Being lovers of both books and creating things, we thought the two might mesh really well together. So we use literature as a source of inspiration each month, and we'll see if we're going to do more than this month. Right now, we're giving it a try. We had closed down the book club for a while. Andrew's trying to revive it. We'll see how many people join us in the fun, and if we get a lot of people and we want to keep doing it, then we'll come out with a book for April. We used to give a book every month. We used to give it like a 12 to 13 month list. Right now we're doing them one at a time to see how it goes and kind of ease back into it. But we read the book, and then you're inspired to hopefully make something by something in the book. And then you'll hopefully make something, and we will hang out with you on March 29th from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Zoom, where you can show us what you made. We'll discuss the book. If you haven't started your project yet, you can start it then, or you can, continue it, right? So we hope you'll join us and hope you will have fun joining our book club. There is a Facebook group, Inspired by Reading Book Club, on Facebook. If you'd like to join, please do. We'll also do, hopefully if the book club gets going a little bit more again, we'll do more things in the group as well. All right. So hopefully y'all hang out with us there and have some fun. Charlie says, that book club sounded good. I haven't been able to finish many books recently. Yeah, me either. I finished one book recently, but really I shouldn't say, because I haven't actually found another book. I keep looking for books that I want to actually read. It takes me a long time to get into finding a book. I don't know why. I should just pick one and go with it. But I feel like it's like dating. I read lots of reviews about the book. I read the synopsis of the book. And until something really sparks, I don't have a book. I have lots of books that I've already picked, but am I going to pick one of those up and read? No, I got to find a new book. I don't know why. So that is a thing. But yeah. I need to read more books too. I was really getting into reading before bed, and I need to find a book to do that with again. But yeah, so I'm sunburned and look a little bit disheveled because I just came in and just showered real quick to get the dirt off of me and all the sawdust. I keep clearing my throat because I don't know how much debris and sawdust I probably inhaled today. But it was a fun day. It was nice to hang out with my parents, and we had a good time, and we got a lot of work done, and it looks beautiful now. It's weird how, something that was never there came there. So the trees came down, and at first it was shocking, and then it just becomes the background, right? It just becomes what is. And then when you clean it up again, after what it's been almost nearly a full 3 months since they fell, when you clean it up, it's clear and it's so nice and it looks so different than you remember, right? Because you've gotten into the pattern of remembering it that way, and already in that long/short amount of time, we've had the cottage for years, so really it's a short amount of time, but 3 months, and it looks so different now with it cleared up. So it also probably looks different because there used to be a tree, many or multiple trees behind where I was looking, and now they're not there. But yeah, so that's been nice. This weekend was very busy for me. I don't know how your weekend was. I hope you had a great weekend. Let me know in the comments what you did this weekend and how it went. But we I was very busy. I was at the store. We had people in the store almost every day. Somebody came in and said hi, and that was great. Um, it's very nice to see people starting to come in again. When we were in Ligonier, because some people ask us, why did you move? You know, it's going to be slower for a while. Why? Well, when we were in Ligonier, there were many, 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 many days where we didn't get a single person walking in the door either. And we had been established here for 13 years. Um, and it just kind of started slowing down here too. So I don't think the move has, I mean, the move has affected us obviously in some ways, but I don't think it's as affected us that much. When I say that we had no one in the store, that's not really all that different from what we were coming from by that time. Things had started to happen. So we're building back up, and it's great to see people more and more starting to come into the store. Even though it was not that warm, Sunday was pretty nice, but it was not that warm all the weekend. So it was still nice to see people popping on in. And in the meantime, I did some wrapping of packages to try to catch up some more. And I also took pictures of our pins. So I don't know if we've actually shown these with them finished. So I'm gonna show you these when I flip the camera around again. So I got those in the online store. The ones that we have right now are now available at allegorygallery.com. So the pins are available there. We also, I took the time to add these, Andrew's Good Luck Friends. So if you missed out on getting a Good Luck Friend for yourself, they are now available in the online store, and you can purchase them there, and we'll ship them out to you. So those are Andrew's Good Luck Friend ornaments, and they are super cute. Every single one of them is hand carved, hand created, hand sculpted, hand painted, hand finished. Even the mulberry silk hair is placed by hand. It's all done by Andrew. No molds are used. No two are the same. He doesn't use a mold to like start the face and then change it a little bit. Everything is created from scratch. So, yeah, I hope you will take a look at them at allegorygallery.com. Let's see. Michelle says, I've been learning how to use the Rix Loom you gave me to Harry, or saying to Harry, I have a special bracelet I'm going to make on it. That's awesome. That's awesome. Harry says, we had a wild wind event last week, 60 plus mile per hour, and a tree broke off right beside the house. We will have to hire a tree service. Wow. Yeah, we were the tree service today. That's what I feel like. We were definitely the tree service today. And we'll be doing more of that probably next week. Donna joined us. Hello, Donna. Susan joined us. Hello, Susan. Thank you for joining in. Let's see here. Charlie says, LOL, I also have many books that I hoard and never get to. Yeah, you know, here's the thing. So I have a lot of physical books that I've never read, and I really am interested in them. Really am. I would like to read them. I go through phases though, so sometimes I buy things I buy a lot of nonfiction because I like scientific stuff and nature stuff. And when I see it and I feel like that's a book for me, I usually try to buy it. But here's the thing. I got really used to using my Kindle in bed. I have always hated trying to read in bed because I don't sit up and read. I lay down and read. So when I'm laying down, it's very hard to hold a lot of books to the point where they're readable. I'm one of those people that hates to bend a book. I don't like my books to have creases in them. After I'm done reading them, they pretty much look like they still came off of the bookstore floor. So for me, I am very particular. And so trying to hold them up while laying down or even on my side is a little bit torturous. You know, if I just bent the book cover around and held on to the book, it would be a little bit easier. But I got really used to reading on my Kindle. But so while I have a lot of books that I want to read, I refuse to pay twice for the book. So I don't want to buy the Kindle version of any of the books I already own, right? And so I'm at a place where even though I have a ton of books I would like to read, and I have them, literally have them, I feel like I need to find another book that I really want to read to buy it for the Kindle. And it's just like, why? Why do that to myself? But there it is. Let's see here. Oh, Charlie says he's so cute. I love his face and the hair. The little good luck friend. Yes, they are very cute, I think. Charlie says, haha, I fell asleep reading in the corner. My heavy book hit me in the face. That happens. That is a thing. That's another reason I stopped buying hardback books. Because I used to only buy hardback. I liked hardback books. And that happened one too many times. So now I try and at least buy just the paperbacks. But, you know, it's very hard to get comfortable on your side when you have to use mostly two hands. Like you can kind of split it with one hand, but then your hand starts to hurt. I know. It's me complaining about really nothing, probably. I should just sit up and read. But yeah, I like to, because sometimes I have a problem going to sleep, and my reading is for me to try to fall asleep. That's really what it is, to get my mind on something completely other than my day and my work and all that, and all, you know, the things that you think about, the bills and the utilities and all the stuff that happens in life, and just get absorbed into a story to the point where I can fall asleep. So if I'm sitting up, it defeats the purpose, because as soon as I kind of start to nod off, then I got to rearrange myself and get myself, and by that time I've woken myself up again. So there you have it, whether you asked for it or not. Let's see here. Susie says, my new bed frame and mattress arrived on Friday, so I spent the weekend putting it together. I saw that. Was totally prepared for how the mattress exploded once I cut the packaging off. I've heard about that. Other people have said that too. Donna says, I love to read and I have a Kindle, but I have to hold a book in my hand. I guess I'm old school. I prefer, like, I love the smell of a book. I like turning the pages of a book. And if I read sitting up, that's less of a problem. And if I was less particular about how my book looked throughout the process, like I've never been one. College books I wrote in the margins and stuff, but for my regular books, I don't like writing in the margins. I don't like I want the book to look brand new when I'm done reading it, and I need to get over that probably, because I think, well, maybe I'll give the book to someone or sell the book to somebody. I don't do that. They go back on the shelf someday maybe, but yeah. So the Kindle, I refused to use a Kindle. I bought a Kindle. I had a Nook for a long time, the very first Nook that came out, and I had that for a long time, and I could not get used to it. And then I got myself a Kindle, and for years I would pick it up, I would read a few pages, and I would put it down, and I didn't really like it. But whatever happened over the last year or so, not even a year, the last few months, really. It was the end of last year, and I took it on a trip with us when we were, I think it was when we were, when did I take it? Was it at ECU? Was it this year? Was it at ECU? It might have been at ECU. I had it with me. It might have been when we were teaching at Sawtooth. I might have had it with me when Andrew was teaching there and I was helping him. But I just got used to it. Something happened and it changed. And now I really like using it. And I want to use it more before that feeling goes away and I lose it, but I can't find a book to read. Susan says, sorry to hear about the tree, Harry. We may be under our first severe event Friday into Saturday, dreading this. Oh no, what kind of weather is coming across? It's supposed to be pretty beautiful around here from what I have seen. My mom and I were talking about that. We're supposed to be in the 60s and 70s most days, depending on which forecast you look at. One has us in the 70s many days. One has us in the mid 60s. I don't know how they can be so different, but that's what they're saying. So I'm very excited about that. I actually let the pellet stove burn out today, and I didn't refill it because we're supposed to. It was hot enough in there today that I did not want that going. And it's supposed to not get too cold at night, so we should be okay. But I'm sorry to hear you're having bad weather. I have not seen any bad weather reports, thankfully. Knock on real wood. I hope y'all don't have anything too bad. Susie says, I like to hold a book, a magazine, and a newspaper. Yeah, I've never been good at the newspaper. The newspapers are too unwieldy for me. Like, I just always have had a problem with opening, folding, you know. My grandfather every night would sit down and read the newspaper. You'd hear him flipping it and churning it and you know, positioning it. And I just have never been good with the newspaper. But magazines, I still don't like reading digital magazines. You know, I have my iPad, I have magazine subscriptions on there that are built into that with Apple News and all that, and some of my favorite magazines are there, and I have a really hard time reading magazines on. I feel like that the flow just isn't right. Whatever they do. But books, I used to like to hold a book, but now that I'm reading mostly right before sleep, I kind of like the Kindle. I have to admit, I'm changing a little bit. Hello, Kim. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Harry says, I have many hundreds of books, but I have read each and every one. Now I use the Kindle and Audible. Just started the book club book on Audible. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I have a lot of books I've never read. I collect them when I see them because I feel like someday, perhaps when I'm retired, or you know, when we're doing so well that we have all these employees to help us, and I can have a relaxing evening once in a while, I will read the books that I have. But I figure there's no harm in having the knowledge sit on the shelf until you're ready for it, right? Okay. It's there at least when we're ready. Michelle says, I used to read all the time. Now it's harder to concentrate on a book. I have a hard time. That's a big issue with me. I have a very hard time concentrating on books. But I'm getting better. I'm working on it. Donna says, because of my back problem, I can't read in bed anymore, so I read before I get in bed. That makes sense. Yeah, like I said, if I read sitting up, or like on the couch, or reclining just even a little bit, books would be easier. Harry fired the kiln with all the bunnies, now making eggs and pendants and more stuff. Nice. Saw some of that stuff. Looked good. Donna says, I'm also a spelling nerd and I have to look up words and I make notes in the margin of the book. I can't. I want to be one of those people that is okay with writing in a book, but I don't know why I'm so particular about that. Why my books seem like they need to be pristine for some reason. I think it's because we grew up without a lot of money. And when you grow up without a lot, the books mean a lot. And, you know, it seems unnatural to deface them. Like, you're always taught, don't write in the book. When you go to the library, don't write in the books, right? And I think that's just stayed with me. Like I said, I don't crack the spine of my books. The spines of the books never have the crease marks in them from being open. I'm always that way. And that comes from, I think, borrowing books and, wanting to make sure that your books look nice and everything that you have, you take care of. But I should be a little bit more free now. I should. Let's see here. Charlie says, have you seen those glasses that lets you read laying down? No. What is this? Charlie says, I buy used books, so it wasn't me that creased them. Yeah. Sometimes we buy used books. Books are one of the things that I don't feel so guilty treating myself to. Like, we don't have a lot of money. Y'all know, we talk about this. We run this business on very small margins. We don't have this stockpile of huge amounts of money, because we try and make sure that, everybody gets good, decent, fair pricing and all that good stuff. And so we don't spoil ourselves with a lot. And I feel guilty buying a lot of things for myself. But books are one of those things that I always feel like is a justifiable treat. And I don't do it very often, but every once in a while we'll go to the bookstore and I'll buy 3 or 4 books. And that is kind of the one thing that I treat myself to. Yeah. So while we do buy used sometimes, there's a few good used bookstores, but they're a little bit further away. And sometimes we do go to them, especially if we're in Pittsburgh. We stop to one particularly along the way home. But generally, I like to buy the new books. Norma says, I like my books to look new after I read them too. I never like to lend them for that reason. I do read more books on Nook and Kindle app now, though. Yeah, and I have the Nook, I do have the Kindle book. I'm getting more comfortable here. I said this is a comfy night because I'm worn out. So I'm sunburned. I'm a little bit exhausted. If I don't keep moving my lower back, that's why I keep adjusting. So please bear with me. But if I don't, I feel like I'm going to seize up because I've been pushing a wheelbarrow up a hill with wood, stacked with wood all day. And so, yeah, but I do have the apps, but I don't like to read on my phone. I mean, I do scrolling and I do that kind of, I read emails and stuff, but I don't like to read for prolonged periods on a screen like that. Yeah, as much work as I do on computers and tablets and our phones and all that, the prolonged reading, just the reading, it hurts my eye. Like I feel like, I don't know, it's different. And so I have a hard time, even though I have my iPad and stuff, I have a hard time using that to read. So that's why I got an actual Kindle device, because it feels easier on my eyes. The e-ink feels much easier on my eyes. And that's why I like it. I turn out the lights. I have a Kindle, what do they call it? It's one that lights up. And so it's not the fancy one that lights up. It's just the basic one that lights up. But I even turn that down low just to the point where my eyes aren't trying so hard to read it in the dark. And then I get comfy and I read until I fall asleep. But yeah, I have a hard time bending up the books. And it says we had 60-degree weather today, and a week ago it snowed a foot. Yeah, our weather was 60-some degrees today. 62 it said was the high. I was excited about that. I obviously did not realize the sun was as strong. Was as strong as it was, because I did not put on enough sunscreen today. And at one point during the day, I looked at my sunscreen that I have at the cottage. And I'm like, should I put this on? I'm like, it's not that hot out here. Well, it was. And normally I use my big brimmed hat. Like I have a hat that like has a brim like out to here. And I use that when I'm doing yard work. But I didn't think to put it on today because I didn't think it was an issue. Apparently I was wrong. Susie says I put my shorts on today. I didn't go that far, although I can understand I could have. I was sweating a lot. I had a long sleeve, kind of a shirt like this. This is my Rough and Tumble vintage shirt, but I had another, just an old navy woven, like what do they call this? Waffle weave, whatever it's called, woven shirt on, and my jeans, and I was sweating. So it was, I mean, I should have realized, but I just thought it was because we were working hard, because we were, chopping and cutting and lifting and throwing. But yeah, it was nice out. It was nice out today. Harry's is 75 right now, and that weekend storm looks frightening. Are we supposed to get, I don't know if we're getting, I guess we are getting a storm on Sunday. I wonder if it's coming through here too. It doesn't tell us anything. It's not giving any warnings for anything. I don't know. We'll find out. Susan says severe storms including hail and tornadoes. That is not fun. That's not a relaxing evening talk, that's for sure. So I hope y'all do okay. That's scary. Let's see here. Donna says, yeah, we got another round of bad weather coming in central Alabama on Saturday night. Hopefully let's just put our efforts into, instead of thinking about it and dwelling, let's put our efforts into thinking about it going away before it reaches us all, right? Let's just think about it dissipating, think about the weather patterns changing. Let's put energy into that. Still prepared though, but still put your energy into that. Let's see here. Where are we? Oh my goodness. Seems like that storm is just going to miss us, said Cheryl, but we might get rain and wind on Saturday. I end up with my sister's magazines when she is done with them. See, that's another nice thing, is you can share books and magazines. You can't do that. They used to have the Kindle used to be able to share, and I think they took that away. There used to be a feature that you could share with people, and you give it to them, and they had a certain period of time. It was a few weeks that you could lend them your books, but that went away as people got more greedy, I guess. Yeah, this is, hello, Anna. This is, did you get some sun today? Yeah, you missed it, Anna. You got to tune in at the beginning, Anna. Yes, I was out in the sun today quite a lot, which I didn't realize was that hot. Norma says, my dad had a whole newspaper folding thing going where it was compact enough for him to read while commuting on the bus. He folded them that way even after retiring. Yeah, some people are really good at it. I am not. Susan says, I can't read in depth on my phone. The print is too tiny. Yeah, it's not so much that for me, although that is starting to happen to me a little bit more. But I'm just not comfortable reading long things on a phone. I get too many notifications, things start happening. I'm too tempted to flip into a new app, and then I'll be in the middle of reading something and I'll think about something. I'm like, oh, I can go to Facebook and look at that or see what this person's doing in the middle of reading. Whereas when I'm just on a Kindle, there's none of that. You just read. Even though I do have a tendency to want to pick up my phone, but I do try and not to do that. At least it's on a different device. Norma says, I have a Nook and I have the Kindle app on my iPad. I rarely use the reading apps I have on my phone, although I have them. Yeah. You can get sunburned when it's cloudy because I've been there, done that. Oh, I know. I know. Believe me, I know. Laura says, William sunscreen is everyday roll. If you need recommendations, I can send you a list. No, I do use it. I just didn't put enough on. Normally when I'm out doing yard work, there's this one that is an all natural that I use that I really like. And it is, what is it called? Ginger Armor, I think. Although I don't know, they started reformulating some stuff and I haven't gotten the new formulation yet because I haven't run out of it yet. It lasts a long time. And it is a really, really good one. I like it. It makes my skin nice and smooth. It is super, it's like all natural ingredients. It's really nice. And I usually put that on before I do extra yard work, but I did not put enough, and I don't always go this far down my neck with my sunscreen, which is why this is probably even worse back here than it is here. Let's see here. It's supposed to drop into the 40s on Monday here. Next Monday, they're saying 51 now. Saying 51 degrees on Monday. And that was the day that the weather on my phone said 51. And then we pulled it up on AccuWeather for my mom, and it said like in the 60s. So we'll see what it's actually going to do. And says, I'm glad you got all that wood stacking done. Go buy new sunscreen. We tend to keep it too long. No, the sunscreen would have worked if I used more of it. It would have been fine. I just did not realize that the sun was actually that strong. Because I can't, even though I have no pigment in my skin, absolutely none from the vitiligo, I can go a little while without it being burned. especially because I use daily sunscreen. But, and like my hands didn't burn. So it's one of those, I was wearing gloves a lot of the day though, but I had my arms up and they didn't really get burned that much either. So it's just one of those things. I should have put more on. What I have is good. I looked at it and I said, it's not that hot out. I'll be fine. Well, it's really not that bad. It's just because I'm pale. It looks worse than it really is. It doesn't hurt at all. Let's see here. Susan says, we just get stuff prepped for the basement and cross our fingers. It's all you can do, right? I can't imagine. I mean, we get those kind of, we get tornado warnings around here sometimes, but we don't live in, like, what do they call it? Tornado alley or what? Like, I can't, that would be too, like, my anxiety is enough already. I don't need that extra. I get anxious when there's just a regular storm, let alone having all that go on. Charlie says, I sent a picture of the glasses. I haven't tried them, but I've been curious. I'll have to take a look. Thank you. I just finished my pizza potato skins and a side of crunchy broccoli. Ooh, that sounds good. Andrew made more chili with some of his own kind of fake meat concoction that he came up with, and it was really good. We had them separated last night, and today he joined them all together. And I had a little bit of that before the live so that I could get through this because I'm worn out, y'all. I am worn out. So I'm going to close up the talking portion of this. We're going to get to the selling part of it soon. Because I can't, usually when we finish these lives, by the time I do all the invoicing, the spreadsheeting, the tabulation, all that stuff, it's usually 11:30 to midnight. And then we go down and eat. If dinner is even finished. If Andrew's up here with me, then he then goes and starts dinner. So sometimes dinner isn't ready until 12:30 or 1 a.m. So I can't do that tonight. This time change, it takes me about 3 to 4 days every time the time changes. 3 to 4 days, maybe about a week, to get used to it. I love this time. I am very joyful right now that we are back in daylight savings time or daylight saving time. People tell me all the time, correct me. It's daylight saving time, not savings time. Anyway, I'm very happy we're in it, but it does play around with me a little bit until I get used to it again. So, but for some reason I usually wake up earlier, and that doesn't make any sense, but I've been waking up earlier sometimes here to the point that I'm like, I need to go back to bed a little bit, and then I do, and then it's even worse. But for some reason, yeah. Let's see here. Anna says, I still haven't used a Kindle or Nook. I fought it for a long time, but I'll tell you what, not having a book smash me in the face when I'm trying to fall asleep has been quite nice, I will say. And being able to turn out all the lights around me and not have to use a book light, which could smash me in the face, and be able to lay down and read in the dark or near dark has been very nice. Let's see here. Flexible Madness has joined us. Thank you for joining in. It says, I've been reading on my Kindle Scribe. It's useful in information text because I can take notes, highlight relevant information. I've been looking at one of those. Believe me, I definitely like the look of it, but I can't justify another device right now because I don't have a specific purpose for that. I try and make sure I have a purpose for the things because, like I said, we don't have, we don't throw the money around that we don't have. So I've been trying to come up with a reason for one, but haven't been able to do it yet. Let's see here. Suzanne says, hello everyone. We had a vegan Philly cheesesteak today. It was excellent. That's good. That's not an easy thing to have an excellent one of. Those are sometimes quite hard to come by. A good vegan, especially vegan. Vegetarian is hard enough. Vegan, near impossible to get an excellent vegan Philly cheesesteak, I feel like. So that's awesome. Susan prefers physical books. I read newspaper articles on my iPad, but for some things, especially works of fiction, I prefer a physical book. Yeah, I used to, but like I said, there's too many things trying to fall asleep. Just Kindle's working for me right now. But I get it because I used to be that. I used to be that person. I want a real book. I would say all the way up until about the end of last year, and then things started changing. Will be your daily service reminder. Did you drink your water? Did you put on your sunblock? Well, I drank a lot of water. I'm down to about here. So I'm halfway through, and it's about halfway through my day. So that's good. Although I need to drink a little more. Which reminds me, I forgot my juice at the cottage. So I'll be running out to get more juice or running up to the cottage today. I think Andrew's up there now. He was heading up there, and maybe if he makes a pit stop at home, he can bring my juice back. It's in the fridge. Let's see here. But yeah, I'm good with the water. Guess I should have put on more sunblock. I was out there for 5 hours, so this is not bad for 5 hours because I already had some on. And I also just scrubbed my face because I was all sweaty and greasy, and I just really scrubbed my face in the shower, not realizing that I was already sunburned because I didn't see it in the mirror before I took a shower. I didn't notice it. So I really scrubbed my face. And so part of this is face scrubbing and part of it is sun burning. Sue says, the first few days of DST discombobulate me. Both time changes do for me the first few days. Standard time, flipping into standard time, getting that extra hour of sleep is nice, but it messes with me more generally than flipping into daylight saving time. The other way messes with me more because I don't like it as much. I think it takes me longer to get used to it. Anna says, hate time changes, takes a long time to get used to. Yeah, I am. My body, after about, like I said, usually 3 to 4 days. As I'm getting older, I've noticed it takes me a little bit longer. But after about 3 to 4 days, normally anymore, I get pretty used to it, thankfully. Let's see here. Flexible says, love my scrub, been using it nearly every day since I got it. That's great. That's great. Says, but it was also a Christmas gift. I use it for my RPG games, PDF books, notebook function, and for plotting. Nice. Nice. Donna says, I had tater tots with crumbled bacon, mozzarella cheese, and drizzled with ranch dressing. Nice. Tea time for you. It is tea time for me. I need some tea. I need to chill out. I'm going to have some more chili. I'm going to have some tea. Might have, I don't know what kind of snack I might have. I feel like I want a snack. I might just I think I have some lettuce and a tomato in the fridge. I might just make a lettuce and tomato salad tonight. I really feel like I want crunchy salad maybe too. So, but that's what's going to happen right after this live tonight. And then I'm going to try and get to bed early because I've not been getting to bed before like 3 a.m. I had to get up a little bit earlier today because my parents were coming over to help cut down the trees, and I wanted to get some things done before that, and I did not get much sleep last night, let's just say. So I'd like to get to bed before 3 or 4 in the morning. That'd be a good thing. Donna says, I wanted to thank all of you who liked my jewelry page. I really appreciate you. I did look. I was following already. I may have. I hope I followed from some other accounts maybe, and if not, that's on the plan to do. But yeah. Anna says, oh, you'll know you're sunburnt tomorrow. Maybe. We'll see. Very luckily, even though my skin is very, and I really try to take care of it because I have no protection, no melanin, it's all gone. And so I do try and take care of it really well usually, but my skin does heal fairly quickly, which is knock on wood. So I'll be slathering up with some lotions and stuff tonight and some healing stuff, and we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, it very well could be worse tomorrow. I could be very red tomorrow. So we'll see what I look like for the live tomorrow. It's already red now, right? Especially up here. I don't know how'd that get burned more than down here. But yeah, it's fine. I get sunburned. You know, I've been like this since I was 14. I lost my pigment in my skin from vitiligo when I turned 13 or 14. It started happening to me. I'm very used to taking care of this. So I try not to have it happen in the first place, but it, you know, inevitably there will be times throughout the year where it does happen. So I keep stuff on hand. And it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I don't get too worried about it. I don't get too worried about it. It doesn't happen too often. Anyway, all right, let's flip this camera around. Let's take a look at some lots of goodies. And I'm going to show you our pins. Susan says I'm really pale too, and I have to be really careful with my skin. Yeah, when I was young, before I got vitiligo, I never had to worry. My brother was lighter, and he wasn't redheaded. He's not redheaded, but he has a little bit of that kind of real strawberry blonde, and he had freckles, and I never had any of that. He always got burned, and I would kind of taunt him a little bit. So when I got vitiligo, I was like, well, there's some immediate or pretty immediate karma. Because I never, ever, ever, ever burned. I just tanned, completely tanned. I never got burned skin. He would get blisters and everything, even for being out in the sun too much, but I never, ever burned. And then when I got vitiligo, that was a big change for me. But probably, you know, in the end, my skin will be better for it as I get older, and as I age, I will probably have nicer skin than I would have if I did not get vitiligo, because I probably would have been a tanning freak if I did, because I would have gone wild probably with the tanning, because that's just probably what would have happened. I was that kind of person. I was out in the sun all the time, and I never wore sunscreen. And that probably wouldn't have changed unless it actually really had to. Susan says, my mother was really dark. I got all the recessive genes. Yeah. I was quite dark in the summer most of the time, but never had to worry about burning. I don't remember a single time I actually burned when I was a young kid. And my mom will say that too. So, and then I got the vitiligo, and then that changed. Anyway, that's old news. Let me flip this camera around. We're going to take a look at one of these pins. I wanted to bring all the pins home, and I forgot to. So we're going to take a look at the one pin that I wear, and I didn't put it on the website, but there are other ones in this shape on the website. I might make a few more. We'll see once I get myself together and get caught up on some things. Let me get the lights, camera, action here, everybody. There we go. Donna says, when I was in high school, our class went to a water park, and I got so sunburned so bad it raised blisters. After that, I was extremely careful to wear strong sunscreen. Yeah, my brother, just one summer, he ended up with blisters. I think he went to the doctors, actually, because they were so bad they were worried. But yeah, that's a thing. All right, these pins. So this is what the pins look like. They're these kind of pins. They have the pin backs. They're on there. They're nice and secure. And you can get these now on our website. There's all different kinds, all different creatures. You who watch the lives probably already saw this, but for those of you who tune in here and there, may not have seen the live we did with these. And so these are shadow play creature pins. And Shadow Play is the series that Andrew did of artwork that has this look. They were kind of modeled after, you know, the shadow, your hand shadows, and the kind of thing kids do, and so he created a series of artwork called Shadow Play paintings, and from those and from some of those and some others he made up, he created. I help him cut them and I make pins, but he created these creatures, and this one glows in the dark. So you can see it glows pretty well. Like, there's still light in this room and it is glowing pretty well. So they do glow nice. We called this color Riddle. So if you're looking on our website and you're reading the descriptions of these, if you're wondering if it's one of the glow-in-the-dark ones, we call it Riddle. That's the Riddle acrylic. We named all the acrylic so that it's easier for us to categorize. Suzanne says, I love my pin. Good. Thank you. These are $14 each only, and they are available at allegorygallery.com. allegorygallery.com. And why is my banner? My banners keep going away. There it is. Sue says that kitty pin is so cool, right? We have this kitty in various other acrylics out there right now. I do not have the one with the glow in the dark. There are some glow in the dark ones out there, but I'm only making a few at a time and posting them. And if they sell out, I might make another one if we have acrylic left, but I'm not going to go crazy putting them all out there for made to order, because we're not doing that. So the ones that are on the website, they are made, they are ready to go. They can be packaged up pretty quickly and shipped out. So that's the way we're doing it. And as I get time to make more, then we'll load more on the website. Maybe. We'll see. But we'll see how they go, if people like them. So allegorygallery.com. All right. Okay. What? Of course, I did not come up with the letters for today's lot numbers. So let me see. What letters have I not used? Have I used that? No. So we will use FH tonight. FH lots. And if you'd like to purchase something from this video, I've had this scrolling at the bottom here the whole time, but just to go over this, if you want to purchase something from this video, please take down the lot number. These are going to be FH lots. So for example, FH1, send that to us in an email at info@allegorygallery.com by placing it in the subject line of the email or the body of an email. Please send a brand new email every time. Do not use an old email and reply to it to send a new one. That messes up the works for y'all. And we're going to do 30 to 40 lots tonight. We'll see how it goes. And it's just going to be chill. So if you want something, you can claim it by sending us an email. Super easy. I have a lot of different things tonight. I have lampwork glass. I have gemstones. I have vintage, other kinds of vintage glass. I have African glass. I have pearls. I have all different things tonight. Shell. I'm going to start here with some I think this is mother of pearl. So I'm going to start with this strand. These nice little ovals, mother of pearl, and this is a $12 strand. That's the price we're going to give you all, special pricing. And one strand available. It's really pretty. These are vintage. This is a vintage strand. And if you have any questions as we go along, when you ask the questions in the comments, please, you can ask questions in the comments, just don't try to claim the comments. But when you do ask questions, please reference the lot number you're talking about. That helps immensely, immensely. This is 7.5 millimeters by approximately 10, 7.5 by 10 millimeters. And this strand is a 16-inch strand. 16-inch strand of the shell, mother of pearl shell. FH1, $12, one available. Send us that email if you'd like to claim. How's everybody doing? What else did y'all do for your weekends? Not many people told me what they did their weekends. What are y'all doing? What's happening? Did you have a good weekend? I hope y'all did. My weekend, like I said, it was busy. I was mainly adding things to the online store. Worked with some people in the store. That was nice. Some people came in and I got to chat with them. That was my weekend. Sorry, I'm just moving some old lots around here. So I have room to put these ones and sort them. Oh, what am I doing? Let's maybe not do that. We have these little, we made these kind of kits at one point in time. And we still have a few of them. So I'm going to drop the price a little bit on some of these and see if y'all want them. Flexible Madness says, I rearranged my halflings room Saturday and played a game of Werewolf the Apocalypse with a couple people on Sunday. Nice. That's relaxing, kind of. Rearranging rooms, not so much, but it always feels good when it's done. Donna says, I had a great weekend, finished cleaning my house on Saturday, worked on a couple pieces. Nice. So in this little kit, you're going to get these. These I love. These are one of my favorite vintage glass strands. I love, love, love these. These come in at about 9 millimeters by just about 12. Wait a second. Get on here. 9 by, yeah, just about 12. And you get that strand. You get these rounds with an AB coating. You get these little rounds of tiger eye. So these ones, these tiger eye, are about 3.5 millimeters. These drooks are about 5.5. Then you get this fire polished glass, FH2. So that's about 2.8, about 3 millimeters. And you get this Allegory Gallery fine pewter toggle. It's one of our fine pewter line toggles, and you get that in the antique copper. Susan had a meeting Saturday morning, followed by a lecture on engaged Buddhism, otherwise very quiet. Nice. Hello, Sandra. Thank you for joining us. You're joining in just in time for the live show. You get this whole lot of stuff for only $16, FH2, and it has sold. Thank you so much. This is a nice combination. I really like this one. I think Andrew did a good job putting that one together, so I'm glad somebody got that. I'm always glad when you all help us out by getting stuff. Like I said, I wish we could just chat and be like, okay, we've chatted. Thank you for hanging out with us. We're going to go now. But we do have to make some money because we are in the business of selling beads. And it's not a super duper lucrative business. So we got to keep doing it every day. That's why we do these lives every weekday. Especially since, until I should say, the physical store picks up a little more. And we're able to supplement a little more. I'm gonna bring this down to $8. Supplement that, and hopefully that'll allow us to do some more fun lives and tutorials. Although I think these are fun. This is Lampwork glass. You get both of them for $8. Both of them for $8. Lampwork glass. Beautiful Lampwork glass. I think these are fun. This is 22, yeah, about 23. We'll say 23 by 19. And they are drilled this way. FH3. one of them available. That's the pair of them for $8. Flexible Madness says, I'm definitely happy it's done, LOL. Moved a loft bed with a built-in desk and shelves, a small bookcase, IKEA storage thing, and a dresser by myself. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. Let's see here. Oh, these are nice. These were $22. That was a really good price for these. That's still, we're going to drop them down to $18. Let's drop them down to $18 for y'all. Let me see how many of these I have. I'm going to drop the price a little bit because I definitely have more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are white moonstone or blue moonstone. I mean, blue or rainbow. Blue or rainbow, both the same thing. FH4. And these are moonstone rondelles. There's 5 strands here available. They're each $18 a strand. You can see that moonstone flash. And these strands, oops, dropped the bag, sorry, one moment. These strands are approximately, the beads are about 5.8, so about 6 millimeters by about close to 4, 6 by 4. And these strands are, get out of there, approximately 14-inch strands. 14-inch strands of blue moonstone. I can see the flash everywhere except where I'm trying to show it to you. There's one. There they are. You just got to catch the light right. It seems like the light is never right here. When I'm in the cottage, things light up, I feel like. I got the kind of better lighting there. So, oops, I forgot to put the 5. 5 lots. 5 lots available. $18 each. FH4. Oh, what's up next? What I got in here? Well, these are nice. There are 3 of these. Let's just make them super duper inexpensive. $8 each. These are already stretch bracelets, but at this price, you can take them apart and just use the beads. These are garnet rounds on a stretch already. This is a bigger stretch, so these holes on these are a little bit bigger. I don't know if I can get my, let me see if I can get in here and get a size on those holes for you. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Sorry, I have to take them off camera for that. It's too hard, but let me show you. So you can hopefully see them. There they are. You can see they're larger holes. You can see it's a larger stretch cord. These are beautiful garnets, and these are 7.7, 7.1, 7 millimeters. I'm going to say 7 millimeters. They're all a little bit different, but they're approximately 7 millimeter garnets, FH5, and we have 3 of them available. FH4, we've sold 1 of those. Thank you so much. We have 4 of them still available. FH5, we've sold 1 of these. Thank you so much. We have 2 of them still available. These are really nice. Look at the color in the garnets. Let me see if I can get this light over here a little more. That's right. I usually put this light up here. Let's see if that helps. There, that helps a little bit. Nice garnet rounds. These ones are a little bit smaller. Dale's here. Hello, Dale. Says good evening. Late tuning in, chilling today. Me too, Dale. After my day. Hello, Julie just got here too. After my long day of cutting wood today and apparently being out in the sun without enough sunscreen, I am chilling too. Just chilling. Hanging out with you all, with my friends. Having a nice, relaxing evening. I think Andrew's over at the cottage. He was talking about leaving when I was getting ready and going back over. He works nights, as you all know, maybe, if you follow along with us. I'm trying to be more day, and Andrew, of course, is sticking with his night routine. He has a hard time working if I'm over there making too much noise. So I'm trying to get things done during the day, and then he can go over at night. It makes seeing each other not as easy, but, you know, it works. We had this at 24. I'm going to make it 18 tonight for y'all. This is a piece of lamp work. Dale says, oh no, more wood cutting. Yes, we finally got the tree that fell down at the cottage. Oh wow. FH5. Wait. 1, 2, 3. We have sold all 3 of those garnet strands. Thank you so much. Love garnet's juicy pomegranate, says Anna, right? They're beautiful. All right. I don't know what I was just talking about. But yes. Look at this. This is so beautiful. I love this kind of rainbow look. It's a rainbow without being a rainbow. But is this not just a lovely piece of lampwork glass? Wouldn't that make a beautiful pendant? Anna asks, any microfaceted tonight? Maybe. I can't remember. I saw some, and I can't remember if I put them in the bag or if I push them off until maybe next time. I can't remember. But I definitely looked at 3 or 4 strands of microfaceted and can't remember what decision I made on them. So there might be some tonight. We'll have to see. I wish I could tell you more, but I honestly can't remember. This lamp work, FH6, wow, says Donna. I know, for 18 bucks, really 24 was a deal. That was a deal. $18 is a steal. This is 20.5 millimeters by about 42.5, which in inches, which is probably the easier way to go about this, is about 1 5/8 inches by about 3/4 of an inch. Only one of these babies available. Beautifully done. Handmade lampwork, artisan glass. I don't know by who. Andrew might know, but it's not on my paper, so I don't know who it is. He may not know. Usually we write them on the papers if we know, for future use. So this may have been gotten somewhere that he lost track of who it was. He used to collect lampwork even before we had a store, so some of this stuff is before that, and he really wasn't concerned with knowing who it was all the time, especially if he traded with people. He just was happy to trade. So that's a beautiful piece, FH6. It has not sold yet, though, so surprising to me, but hey, you know, I don't know what y'all want all the time. I just pull random things and hope that somebody likes some of it at some point during the show. Ooh, there's only one of these left. FH7. And I'm going to make this. Prices are going up on all this, but I'm going to leave it at a low $18. It's like $18 night. $18. This is a beautiful strand of African glass. Now, if you know, prices on African glass, they're going way up. Look at this. Oh, FH6 just sold. Thank you so much. That's that lampwork glass. Look at FH7. How beautiful this color is. It blows me away, this blue. This is a 21-inch strand, approximately. 21 inches of African glass. $18. They're 14 millimeters approximately. Of course, they're larger hole, the way that this is made. And there's only one strand available, FH7. I'm just not going to leave that one on there too long, because if that doesn't sell at $18, then I'm going to keep it and put it in the store for more than that, to be perfectly honest, because that's a low price right now for African glass. Y'all know. You know. You keep up with things, right? FH8. Oh, here's another one of these little kits. These are fun. I like these. I like when Andrew makes these one-off kits. Sometimes I make them too. But I like when he does this and when we get to do this. They're fun. This one's really not expensive at all. We try and give you really good prices on these. So this little kit has 2 of these Allegory Gallery fine pewter beads. Then you're going to get an Allegory fine pewter toggle. These are both in the antique gold color. You're going to get these crystals. I'm pretty sure these are S-word. I'm like 98% positive those are S-word. And then you're going to get this strand of fire polished. Look at that delicate kind of pink gold color, champagne kind of color in all of this. And then this is a vintage glass strand, vintage Czech glass strand. And all of this, you get all of this for $14. Let me do some sizes on this stuff. This is 7.7 millimeters. This one is 3.7, and this is, love that color, right? It's beautiful. This is a 10 millimeter. These are 16 and a half, and this toggle is approximately 12. FH7 sold. I had a feeling I wasn't going to get that back for the shop. FH7, the African glass strand, has sold. Thank you so much. FH8 is very pretty, says Susan. Right? It is super pretty. I don't have it laid out the best here for y'all to make it look real pretty. Try and lay them out when we do pictures and stuff, but these are just one-offs. Never made pictures of this. $14 only, FH8. Get it while the getting's good. I might start putting these one-off kits that don't sell on the website. I'm trying to put more and more interesting stuff on the website for people to play around with. So we'll see. Stuff like this is already made. I don't have to make it anymore. May as well put it on the website if it doesn't sell. Right? I also got to do more D-stash. We might do a D-stash this weekend. What do y'all think? I'm thinking about doing a D-stash this weekend in the D-stash group. I don't know how busy. My weekend this weekend was too busy. I thought I was going to do one this weekend, and that never happened. So I'm thinking maybe this weekend coming up. Maybe I'll start it on, I don't know. We'll see. Start it on Friday night. Maybe start it, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Saturday and Sunday. Okay. How many of these do I have? Only 2 of those. 2 of these are beautiful. We had them at 36. I'm going to drop them a little bit. I can't drop them too much because they are gorgeous and they deserve to be sold at a decent price. Hello, Lennis. Says D-Stash Group might like that lot like the old days. Yeah, Andrew used to put together lots, like actual, like when we say lots, for a long time, for so long, because people were used to Andrew's D-Stash where he made color coordinated. You know how he does for the kits. Every single lot in D-Stash was like that. That was before the store, by the way. That's how Andrew, that's why it's called Andrew Thornton Project D-Stash, because it's before Allegory Gallery even existed. And everything. But for the longest time, when we were doing these lives and stuff, when we started doing them, and we just show you like one thing in the lot. This is a lot, but it's just one thing. People are like, where's the other stuff? Why are your lots all just one thing? You have to make more things in the lot. And it took a while for people to get out of that. Susan was around, says, oh, I remember those D-Stash lots. Yeah, that was before the store. This is beautiful amethyst, by the way. This is not glass. This is real amethyst. for only $32 for this gorgeous strand. There are 2 of these available at that price. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. 2 of these available, and they are approximately about 12 millimeter. They were 12 probably before they were faceted, so they're down to about 11.7. And these are stunners. Beautiful amethyst. These are vintage strands. They are at least 16 inches, 16-inch strands. FH9, $32 only. $32 only. All right. Let's see here. That was 9. FH10. Let's do this one. What did we have? We had this in at 22. There's a lot in here, I think. That's well worth it, but I'm going to drop it down to 20 for y'all tonight. Donna says, I have some really cool lots from the D-Stash group. Yeah, we're trying to get back to the D-Stash group. I love the D-Stash group. I like the way it's different from the lives because we're not live. And so we ask questions and people answer, and it really gets people more engaged. Like on the lives, you can kind of sit back and watch, right? Until you find something you love, and then you gotta send that order in. But you can kind of sit back, and I know a lot of people, I know we have 20 viewers right now, and I know 20 people are not commenting to me. So I know some of you all watch and don't ever say anything, and that's okay. But really the D-Stash, people get really engaged. And it's kind of fun that way. It's really fun. So that pearl strand. Okay, this pearl strand, Flexible Madness says, beautiful amethyst. It really was. This pearl strand is worth the $20 that this kit is. This is a gorgeous, beautiful freshwater pearl, vintage freshwater pearl. You can see it's got the high quality vintage look. And it's got look at the nacre flashing all those colors. You're seeing, like, I can see green, I can see the orange, I can see a little bit of the hints of blue. And that's because back then, the vintage strands, they often left them to mature longer and there was less pollution. So you get really good color on those. So that is a vintage freshwater pearl strand in this lot of 4 different things for only 20 bucks. That's a 16-inch strand. Then you get a strand of crystal. And this is small, kind of like the microfaceted crystal. This is about 2.5 millimeter, 2.5 to 3, 2.7, 2.8. So closer to 3 millimeter crystal. Look at that. That's got one of those like platinum metallic finishes, I think, because look at that flash. And this strand, I think, is at least 16 inches as well. Yep, that's a 16-inch strand. Then you're getting this oh so darling shaped check glass, vintage check glass strand. And these are about 4.5 millimeters by 6 millimeters. And then you're getting these 2 glass rondelles, vintage glass rondelles, and these are about 16.5 millimeters by about 10.5. So you get all of that for 20 bucks. FH10. Flexible Madness says, I'm loving the colors in this kit too. Dang, right? I think so. Those are beautiful. That kind of peachy, right? Kind of champagne-like with the orange, the deep kind of almost carnelian color. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful little kit, and it's only 20 bucks, y'all. 20 bucks. FH11. How about this? This would go perfectly. Oh my goodness. Okay, so these were 10. I'm gonna bring them down to, let's drop them, let's just see if they'll go. $6. Beautiful glass. Lamport glass. And look how well that would go with FH10. Y'all, get them together. It's only $26. What used to be $32, you can buy these together. What used to be $32 is now $26. And look how nice those would go together. I didn't even do that on purpose. I just randomly picked that out of the bag right after the other. FH10 and FH11. But let me show you these up close and personal again. Lamport glass. I don't know what this designed piece, what kind of glass that is, but every time I see it on a Lamport glass piece, I love it. It kind of looks stone-like, but I love, if anybody knows, let me know what that's called. Not that I'll ever do it, because I don't know if I'll ever get into Lamport, but. And these are approximately 14 by 14.7 millimeters. 4 of them, $6. That's a good deal. It's $1.50 a bead, right? Did I do that math right? $1.50 a bead only. Wow. Beautiful. I love this. I'm really into this color, by the way. I told you I'm into oranges and yellows right now. That's my jam. Oranges and yellows. So you're obviously going to see things oranges and yellows because I'm drawn to them right now. And you have seen that tonight quite a bit. I don't know what had me getting these too. This kind of soft peachy color. These were 16. I can't change that. I'm sorry, I can't go down any more than that because these Lamport glass pieces are too nice to go below $8 a bead. Look at these. Look at that work. It's got that silver mesh in there. Sorry, my hands are all busted up a little bit too. But I think that's silver. I think Andrew said that's like a silver mesh that they put in there. And look at that. Look at these colors. So cool. Like the clear glass. This is all done by hand. Somebody made a glass core and then they put that mesh inside the clear glass, and then they added the other colors on just on the tops and the bottoms, and then they put all that decorative kind of gold around there. Like, that is pretty amazing. And that is FH12, $16 each. No, I'm sorry, for both. $16 for both, not each. FH11 just sold. Thank you so much. We appreciate all the support. Helps us put food on the table. Helps us feed our 5 cats. Gotta love those cats. Okay, these were 8. I'm leaving them at 8. Same kind of thing. I think this is the same maker. FH13 are these lampwork beads. Imagine how beautiful these would be with the ones I just showed you. Right? So let me bring those other ones back out because maybe you need to see them again. Charlie says, I'm commenting here and silently lurking on YouTube. Nice. Make those numbers go up. Make everyone love us. Look at these. So this is FH12 for 16. This is FH13 for 8. Look at these together. These were definitely the same maker, obviously, right? And I just realized I didn't give you dimensions on these. So these are approximately 18 by 17 and a half. And these are approximately 16 by 14 and a half. FH12, oh, FH12 just sold. Thank you so much. That means we have this one goes bye-bye. FH13 is still available. I will say, if you're watching on YouTube, please do make sure that you are watching live. YouTube will let you watch in what's the word? En retard in French, like behind. It'll let you watch behind, but it won't make sure you're at the very front moment. So make sure you're always that to catch the best deals too. Make sure you don't miss out on anything. FH14. Okay, where's my scissors? I need to cut some of these. That's why I keep passing on some of these, because I got to cut from the strand. Oh, don't leave me pliers. Do I have pliers? Pliers anywhere? No, I don't have pliers. Let me see if I can get this off of here without. Okay, I got one. Sometimes the pliers help me to take these strands apart. Let me tie this together. These are really cool. Kind of a pain in the you-know-where to get out, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have about 10 of these, FH14, and they look like this. I know some people wanted blue. I tried to find some blue stuff today because people were asking for blue the other day. So I have some blue things. And these are cool. These are vintage check glass. Kind of super vintage, I think, on these. They're really cool. They're four-sided, but they're tapered slightly. So not like a rectangle. Not quite. At their widest, they're about 5.7 or about 6. And at their length, they're about 26. And these are about an 8-inch strand. You get 2, 4, 6, 8 beads for $8. $1 a bead only. Vintage check glass. These might be antique at this point. At only $8 each. Super cool. Icy blue. Icy blue. FH14. Here's another one. While I'm going through this, I may as well pull these ones off this strand too. Let me get these out. There's only 2 of these, and these are super cool. I'm going to do these at $8 each too. Let's see, can I get you out of there? Are you apart or are you together? You are apart too. Don't come apart. Sometimes you pull these off the hanks and they are knotted, and sometimes they're knotty, which means they're not knotty, and sometimes they are not knotted, and that means they're knotty. If y'all deal with vintage hanks of anything, you know what I mean. Because dealing with the vintage hanks are not easy. We've sold one of the FH14s. Thank you so much. We got about 9 of those available left. Appreciate that. This is vintage check glass as well. I've only got 2 strands of these. These are these, I think there's a name for this, but they're like a table cut round. They shave them off, and so they're sandblasted on the outside to give them that matte kind of look, and then they table cut them back to the clear to show off that design on the inside. And so there are 2 strands of these available. They are $8 a strand. They are approximately about almost 8 millimeter, 7.7, 8 millimeter rounds. They're not quite round anymore. They look like that on the profile. Is that the profile? Whatever, something like that. You know what I mean. 8-inch strands, FH15. Look how beautifully blue those are. And I say those because there are 2 of them, but I'm going to show you the one because I got it apart. The other one I'm going to leave so I don't have to tie it together. FH15. 2 of them available, $8 each. Vintage check glass. Oh, these are just fun. These are just fun. Okay. Let's see. Let's do these. These were 12. I'm going to bring them down to 8. And I think we have 3 of these, it looks like, available. These are a lamp work, but they're a mass-produced lamp work. But they're a little pokey dotty bead. I love these. People love these in the store. We sell them individually, generally. And that's kind of what people call them, the pokey dotty beads. Pokey pointy dotty beads. But they're not too pokey. They're not too bad. We have some that are much more spikier than this. But these are kind of cool. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 beads on the strand. The strand is approximately an 8-inch strand. These are black and white. Black and white. And, oh, we sold one of the 15s. Thank you so much. These are black and white. And they are only $8 a strand, down from 12. 3 strands available. FH16. Oh, I didn't give you a size. Here's the size. They're approximately 14 millimeter rounds. 14 millimeter rounds. But if you like those, get the whole collection, y'all, because I don't just have them in the black and white. That was black and white. And let's see, this is FH16. That was 16, this is 17. So these were 12. And what did I put? I put them at 8. Okay. And how many of these? 1, 2, I have 3 of these as well. So those are black and white. These are white and black. Polka dotty beads. FH17. Only $8 each. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 beads on the strand, 8-inch strand, and about 14 millimeter rounds. Kind of rounds. FH17. 3 of them available. But wait, there's more. If those weren't your style, FH18, there were 12, ran down to 8, 3 of these available. FH18, these are blue and red. Look at those, look at that red. Ooh, so nice. That vibrant blue on top, it's almost like a periwinkle, right? So nice. And 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 beads, 8-inch strand, and should be around 14 millimeters. FH18. 3 strands available. $8 a strand only. Okay. Let's see, we sold a 16, we sold a 17. Thank you so much. Let's see, is the 18 coming? So I'm going to grab an 18 maybe? We'll see. We shall see. All right, I have a number of these available. We went crazy on these because we love them. What in the world? It's not the sticker to that. That has nothing to do with that. That has nothing to do with that either. One, two, three. I think we restrung these. Did Linus help us with these ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 strands available. They're little shorty strands. They're vintage glass. 8 strands available. And I just lost what I had in there before. I think they were 8. Yeah, they were $8 each. I can't change that. That's already a really good price. Oh, my screen went blank. Are you still there, everybody? Okay. Aren't these the bee's knees? Look at that. These kind of large pinch beads with the orangey red dots. You're getting 2, 4, 6, 8. Donna's still here. Good, thank you. I don't know what that was all about. Lena says, yep, I did those. So these are 4-inch strands. You get 8 beads on the strand. They're $8. These are only $1 a bead for that vintage glass. That's a deal, especially in that kind of pinch bead. Super cool. Kind of very, I don't know, mod, retro, what do you want to call that? I love them. I don't know what they are, but I love them. I forgot we had these, to be honest, and I found them today, and now I want to make all the earrings with them. Or maybe a bracelet. I think, look at, because look at how, when they're worn, those pinch beads, that style, it stands, okay, I don't know if I can get my hand, hold on. Because the pinch bead, one of the flat portions will lay against you, and then it sticks up. The rest of it sticks up like a shark fin. Like, I don't know if I can show you there, like that. Like, how cool. I think I want to make a bracelet out of these. I think I want one of these bracelets. I don't know. There they are. FH19. If you want 1 or 2 or 7 or 8, they're available. $8 each. $8 each. Now, some of you I know have grabbed some of those before, because we have shown those before. So some of you all may have those already. But for those of you who are new, who haven't gotten them yet, it's a good deal. And let's see what I've got. So I've got another set of these. This time in the purple. It's so dark, it's almost black. And these are $8. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 6 of these left. Only 6 of these left. Oh, I didn't give you the size of those other ones either. These are hard because the pinch bead's like, how do you size that? But it's about 9.5 by about 13.5. I feel like the other ones, no, they're probably about the same. I was going to say, I feel like they were bigger, but I think it's just the color. The color makes these look smaller, but they're not. So FH20 are these kind of purpley, dark purple. I think they're so cool. What do you think? You like those, everybody? I like the look when they're on, like on it as a bracelet. I want to put them on. Because when you look at them, you see just the center like that. But then when you move, you would see the rest, like the sides where the dots are. They're super cool. FH20, We've sold an FH20. Thank you so much. There are 5 of these still available. I know they're not for everybody, but I think they're super dang cool. I think they're super dang cool. Last time when we showed those, the 19s were the big sellers. The 20s didn't sell as well. This time the 20s sold, at least one of them. So far, none of the 19s. You never know. You never know what people are in the mood for. I'm kind of roasting myself out in here a little bit. This room was really cold for as warm as it was today, and so I cranked up the heat. Now I'm a little bit toasty. Oh, the heater must have heard me. It shut itself down. This is beautiful. This ring, so this is a sterling silver and turquoise ring. We had it in the store, and we took it out of the store to do it on a live and never got back to the store. This was $52. It is a size 4. So this is one of the reasons it's still around. It's a small size, but if it's your size, you're getting a good discount off of there. You're getting it for $42 instead of $52. And it is a beautiful sterling and turquoise ring. It doesn't even fit on the tip of my pinky, but hey, it might fit you or your pinky. But there it is. It's a size 4. Or if you wanna purchase it for a niece, nephew, smaller, child size, that's a nice ring for that. But hey, you know, some people got that taste. I would have worn that as a kid, so hey, there you go. $42, size 4, sterling silver with turquoise. Beautiful ring, one available. Figured I'd throw that in, see if we get any buyers on that one. FH22. Oh, somebody wanted garnets? Somebody likes garnets? Wait a second. We can do a little. We'll do a little better than that today. FH22. Oops, ran off my paper. You can kind of tell it's 22. Okay, so these were 14. What the heck? Let's bring them down to 10. Now let me see how many of them I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 of them. Ooh, these are nice. $10? What am I doing? No, we've done a lot of garnets lately. That's FH22. I ran off the paper, so I don't know. Some of you may have these. I don't know. I think we've shown these once before. My cords are getting all wound up here. Look at these garnets. They're that berry color garnet. It's a beautiful shape, kind of that diamond-ish shape, but such lovely color. Look at that color. Beautiful garnets, only $10 a strand, down from 14, which was already, I think, the low price. Because these are worth a lot more than that. But hey, Donna says those garnets are juicy. Yep, they are. They're so nice. And these are approximately 5.7 by 7.4. So 5.5 by 7.5 or so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strands available. Oh, and the strand length on these are usually around, I think, 14 or so. Let me get this situated. Yep, 14, a little over 14-inch strands of juicy, juicy garnets. FH22. Don't you just want them all? Anybody want to buy them all? 5 strands, $10 each only. It's only 50 bucks. If somebody wants them all, I'll give them to you for 45. How about that? $45 if you want them all. I don't know if I'll have any takers on that or not, but hey. 45 if you want all 5 strands, FH22. You can never have too many garnets. That's what I say. We have a lot of them, that's for sure. FH23. What's up next? Here's another little kit. Michelle says, so tempting, right? Oh, somebody bought one of the 22, so I can't sell them all. Sorry. Can't sell them all. Somebody got one, so that means there are 4 of them available. All right. All right. This is another little kit. You get this, this, and this. So this is $12 for this kit. This is already $8 for these table cut drops. Picasso edged table cut check glass drops. These are not vintage, these are modern, but they're beautiful. Doesn't mean they're not beautiful, right? They are beautiful. 2, 4, 6, 8 drops on there. You get this turquoise pendant, which is probably at least $8 to $10 in the store. I think we sell these for $10 in the store. Sorry, but I needed a drink. About $10 in the store. This little pendant is 27.3 by 29. These are 12.5 by about 17.5. And then these tiny little fire polish strand. And these are 3mm fire polish beads. FH23. You get all of it for only 12 bucks. This was 8. This was at least 8 to 10. So that's, let's say 16. And then this is probably at least 4. So that's at least $20 to $22 for 12 bucks. In blue, people were asking for more blue. It's a blue-green, right? It's a turquoise blue-green. But it's blue. It's blue enough. Right? Right? Isn't it? FH24. I told you it's relaxing. I'm just having a good time tonight. I hope you are too. Thank you for hanging out with us. This one was $27. I can't go much lower, but I'll make it $24. And if it doesn't sell, that's okay, because I can take these things apart. Because there's a lot in this one. You're getting first this whole strand of Lithuanian Baltic amber. This is real amber. Look, that strand alone is worth the $24. I have bracelets in the store that are not this nice, that are, I mean, I shouldn't say they're not nice. They're different, right? It's not this clear amber. It's kind of the opaque version. But this beautiful amber, then you get this, a Jenny Davies Reeser ceramic piece for normally $10. And then you get these ceramic beads. These are beautiful ceramic beads. These are approximately 11.7 millimeters. This is about 22.5. These are all different sizes, but just to measure, let's see, let me find just, we'll do like the average like this. So around 10 millimeter or so. And then you get these 2 different size glass faceted rondelles.
So this one is 15 and a half. This one is 13, almost 14. And then you get these little, oh, what are these called? Trilobites? Is that what those are? I think so. You get those. Those are check glass. So you get all of that for $24. This alone, this is nice amber, worth the $24. And this is 10. And then I don't know what these would be, but you know, it's a deal. It's a good deal. FH24. Okay. Okay. This is 16 and it has to stay 16 because that's the price. Donna says, yes, trilobites. Thank you. This is, you know, from our friend Ava. This is vintage German glass. $16 is the price they have on it. That is the price I'm passing along. This is a 10-inch strand of vintage German black faceted rounds in glass. About 12 millimeter. FH25. $16. $16. One strand available. For those of you who like the I always want to say basic black, the basics, but it's not basic, right? Andrew always yells at me, it's not basic. The neutral black, we'll say. FH26. Here's another one of these kits. This was 12. We'll leave it at 12. That's a good price. $12. That's a really good price because I think we just, well, this isn't a full strand. I was going to say, we just sold, I think, a full strand of this for about $14. So this is a dyed halite. So you get these. You get these Chinese ceramic. Oh, there's another one up here. Get back here. These are one of these like kind of conglomerate stones. So you get two of those, and then you get the rope toggle. And you get all of that for $12. That's amazing. Just like I said, these strands, this is about 7.5 by 10.5 millimeters. These are about 12 millimeters, and these are about 20 millimeters. FH26, $12 only. Really good deal. Told you I tried to do blue for y'all. A lot of it's this kind of blue-green turquoise, but hey, I tried. FH26. FH27. Let's just give you a good deal on these. $10 each. I think there are 2 strands in here. Whoops, maybe there's only 1 strand. Let me see here. What's going on? No, 2 strands. These are vintage freshwater pearls. And these are these kind of little button pearls. They've got generally 1 flatter edge and 1 little rounder edge. vintage. Look at them. They're like they're glowing. They're so satiny and beautiful. Now, of course, this side, that's the messier side, right? That's the bottom side. But these, the way they grow, look at how satiny and beautiful those are. Stunning little pearls, $10 a strand only. And I've just sold both of them. Thank you so much. For the person who got them, let me size them up for you. They are 6.5 millimeters approximately. All right. Both of them sold. Thank you. That's what I like. That's what I like. All right. I like when it's quick like that. All right. We did these little pearl packs one time. We did them for $8. I'm going to keep the $8 on them. These are these little baggies of pearls. This is I think the last one, the one that did not sell. There's these little ringed pearls in the peacock color. You get the whole bag of them for $8. And these pearls they're so cute. They're about 6.7 millimeters by about 5. And they're drilled that way, and they've got the ring around them. They're all these little ringed peacock pearls. They don't look as good on camera as they do in person. I'm letting you know. They're really nice in person. Dominion's here, just stopped by. Felt I should say hi. Thank you for stopping by. FH28, $8. We sold all the other ones. This little one didn't want to go, and it just sold today. Thank you so much. Oops, I ran out of paper. Let me cut some more paper here, y'all. Sorry. I didn't realize I was getting so low. And then it was gone. And then it was gone. Make sure it's not. I pull paper from where Andrew takes his notes, and there have been many a time I've almost cut up his notes. Because he writes in pencil a lot of times. And before I noticed that it actually has writing on it, because he writes really light. Before I noticed there's writing on it, I end up cutting up his paper. Wow, I cut that like almost right in half. I thought I was so far off from half. It just goes to show my visual cues are not always right. That was way off from half. You would think with as much of this paper as I cut, I would be able to cut it exactly in half. It's not the way. That's not the way. Okay. That should be enough to finish tonight at least. That was 28. FH29. Back to some lamp work. $8. I'm gonna leave $8 because these are worth it. I got those beautiful peacock pearls, says Anna. Nice. FH29 are these. These would coordinate again with those other beads we got earlier. I think somebody bought one of them. I think. If you got it, you might want these too. Super pretty. I love this shape. This little kind of cylinder. These are about, I'm going to say about 14 with the dots. 14 by 16 millimeters. So pretty. Only $4 a bead for all that lampwork art. You've got that kind of gold metallic with that soft pink inner core. FH29. One lot of those available. All right. We have that. Let's put that at $10. FH30. FH30, $10. Lampwork glass bead. It's a larger bead right here. This is 18.5 approximately by 21.5. I could see this working very well with some African beads or Indonesian beads. I think that would even be fun with some pearls. I could see that with some pearls. It's got a large hole, so maybe even 2 strands coming out. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. FH30. 29 has sold multiple times. Thank you so much. I've only got the one lot. This is FH30. Oh, and for those of you who are new, I never say if you got something or what people, who got what, unless you ask me. So if you want to know if you got something, you can ask and I'll let you know. But we don't give out other people's business on the internet unless you ask. Oh. These were 24. I'm gonna bring them down to 16 for y'all. I'm gonna bring them down to 16. Hopefully Andrew doesn't get too upset. These are beautiful. Glass beads. I believe these are vintage lampwork. $24 down to 16. Look at that color. One, two, three, four, five, six. So what? 6, 12, 18, 24. They were $4 a bead. Now they're less than that. Less than $3 a bead, right? So pretty. So pretty. FH31. I just love, like, they're perfect little, oh, I like little beehives. I think that's why I like them so. I love bees. I like a lavender beehive. 12 millimeters by about 12.3. One strand available. So pretty. $16 for the strand. FH31. Down from $24 for the strand. One strand left. Well, one strand only. We only had one strand of that. All right, FH32, $8 for the strand of these fun glass beads. So nice. I love these. I think they're so funky. They'd make great earrings. Put them with pearls. They'd be really pretty with some peacock pearls. Maybe some labradorite that flashes blue. I think that'd be really cool. These are about 15.5 millimeters by 20. 15.5 by 20. 1 strand available. 2, 4, 6, 7 beads. That is approximately, I was going to say 6 inch, yeah, 6 inch strand. FH 32. $8 for the strand. 1 strand available. And FH32 has sold. Thank you so much. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 of these available. $2 each. I have 22 of these available. These are S-word crystal. I forget what they're called. They're like rondelles. S-word crystal. They have that kind of metal center. And then you got the S-word crystals all the way around. And this is, we had more of these before, but this is a smaller size, I think. These are about 6.7 millimeters, about 6.5 millimeters. It depends what side you catch them on. They're a little bit, yeah. It's about 6 to 6.5 millimeters. S-word crystals in there. Can't say that word, right? S-word crystals. FH33. There are 22 of these available, and they're $2 each only for S-word crystal. $2 each. Look at that. Look at them sparkle. $2 each. FH33. Let me clean my lens. I feel like my lens is dirty. There we go. Anybody want those? I love that color. I don't know what color that is. I'm bad at remembering all the S-word crystal colors, but it's a beautiful kind of tangerine-y color. Told you, orange. Orange. FH33. FH34. What do we got in this bag of goodies next? All right. Okay, so the other ones were, these are shorter strands. We had the other one at 18. Let's do these at 8. And there are 4 of these available. All right, African glass, $8 a strand. These are a shorter strand than we had before. It's about a 10-inch strand. And that was 18 for, it was a 21-inch strand. So $8, this is about right. And these are this beautiful kind of glacier light blue, 15 millimeters, kind of glacier blue. And these are, you know, large hole because of the cassava stem they used to make them. And I don't know, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21. There's 21 beads on this one. You're not guaranteed 21 in every strand. I'm not 100% sure there are, but that's about how many you'll get for $8. African glass. This is that African recycled glass. And I said it's a 10-inch strand. FH34 in this beautiful kind of glacier blue. I call it glacier blue. It's a little bit green in some lights too. It's a little bit green too. Could be a blue green. $8 each. 4 of them available. Get the African glass at that price while you can. That's what I say. All right. Oh, you asked for microfaceted? I've got some microfaceted. How about some microfaceted Amazonite? We had these at $18. Let's bring them down to 16 for you all. I can't go much lower. These are really, really nice. These are really nice. I've got 3 of them available. 3 of them available. $16. Look at that Amazonite. Microfaceted gemstones. Beautiful color in those. Oh, so pretty. And these are approximately 2.5 millimeter. Yeah, they're like 2.3 right on the dot. 2.3 every single one of them. 2.3 millimeters. FH35 microfaceted Amazonite. Gorgeous color. Natural, not dyed. Beautiful stones. 3 lots available only. FH35. Boy, I wish I could have music playing. It'd be so much nicer with some music playing. Okay, these are expensive, but I can't go any lower because we went low. And I remember when we did this, we went low. This is some very old turquoise. This is a big one. The big, you like the big beads? Here are the big beads. This is the big turquoise. This is normally sold by the gram, which is why it's marked by the gram. These were probably more than this. This is a good price because Andrew rated his personal stash. These came out of his personal stash. He had them there for years, probably decades. I know where this sticker comes from. Probably decades that he's had these in his stash, and he decided to let some of them go. I think I have 2 of them tonight. I think we had 3. We sold 1 of them last time. So we have these 2 left. FH36. And I'm going to show you the other one. FH37. Let's see here. Wow, $37. So the other one is obviously smaller because it's going to be $37. Is this one. So different colors, different styles. Look at the quality of these though. Beautiful stones. You know, some people love all the stuff in the turquoise. Some people love mostly just that beautiful green. So there they are, FH36 and FH37. Instead of just the gram size, let me give you, so these are about 34 by about 43.5. And this one's about 33 by 43. I just sold 37, so that one's off the table, literally taking that off the table. Thank you so much. FH36 is still available if anybody wants that one. If anybody wants it, it is ready to go home to you. It's a beautiful piece. It's a very elegant piece of turquoise, right? It's not got a lot of veining. It's mostly that turquoise stone, not the other stuff, right? Not the matrix that it grows with. Just a beautiful stone. FH36, $65. From Andrew's personal stash of many, many years. 3 more lots to go. We're on FH38. Let's do this for $10. It's a Lamport glass. Feeling generous here at the end of the night. We'll do it $10 because this is a little bit more than a $10 piece for sure. Lamport glass. It's a really cool piece. Look at all those beautiful colors. With that, let me see something. Just thinking. Where are you? That might be a bit too much. I was thinking about it with this. I wanted to see if it went with this, but it's not quite the same. Because it looks like some of the colors in there match those ones down there, like right there. But I don't know, it's a little bit too far apart. Although, if you're a funky designer, which I love, you could probably pull that together. FH38. Oh, we just sold FH36 as well. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. That's the other turquoise. FH38. FH39. Do this at 10 as well. Ending the night here with some $10 Lamport glass beads. I don't know what's left in there. I want to see. Is this one a single with that beautiful silver mesh? And it says, I think I got those FH35 and they are beautiful. Oh, the microfaceted? Very possibly. Are you watching behind, Anna? Maybe behind. You haven't gotten to the turquoise yet if you're behind. FH39, $10. One of these, I think somebody got the other mesh ones, maybe, if I remember. If you wanted this to go with them, this is slightly bigger than those, I think. This is 20.5 by 24. Let me see if I can find. Yeah. Somebody get FH12? Yeah, somebody got FH12. So if you got FH12, you might want, so this is the size difference. I tell you, a pair of earrings and a necklace, necklace pendant, that'd be great, right? That'd be great. FH39. Okay. Dominions. That was like a dinosaur egg, the turquoise. I know, right? That's not an easy size to find. We have 1 or 2 strands, or they're not that quality. They're definitely not that nice, but we have 1 or 2 strands of large, chunky turquoise like that, and it's so pretty. But they are very expensive too. I mean, our price is not so bad on them. I don't know if they're $160 or something like that for a whole strand. But like I said, it's not the same quality that these are for the price on those. Those are really nice. All right, what's the last thing I've got here? All right, the last thing I've got This was $14. And you know what? Since we had 10 at the end of the night, I'm just going to drop it down to 10. And I will tell you, this is a steal at $10. This is a real steal at $10. So you're going to get these glass leaves, these large white glass leaves. You're going to get these pearls. These are beautiful pearl drops. That's worth the $10 all by itself. And if that isn't worth the $10, this strand of tiny pearls is worth. Look at these vintage pearls. Look at the color. Like they're just like rainbows. I can see that on my computer screen, let alone in person. Those beautiful colors coming off those pearls. So you get a whole strand of those. You get those. You get this beautiful toggle, this little leafy toggle clasp. You get all of that. $10 tonight for y'all. $10. These are approximately 20 by 33. These are nice quality, really nice. And this one just sold. Thank you so much. 15.5 approximately by 10. And then the tiny little pearls. All right. And that, my friends, is it for tonight. I'm not going to turn the camera around because I'm all sunburned. And if you didn't see that yet, you don't need to. And if you did, you don't need to see it again. But I do thank you all so very much for tuning in. And we hope you enjoyed tonight. Remember, I put a bunch of the Shadow Play creature pins in the online store over the weekend. So if you missed out on getting yours, jump into the online store and get yours today. The ones that are in the online store, I think there's only about one of each one. And I'll replace them maybe as time goes on, but they're already made. They're ready to ship, ready to go. So go in and grab them. Remember, this is the glow in the dark. It's called Riddle. Riddle is the name of the acrylic we called it. And they glow in the dark. There are a few glow in the dark options in the online store. And there are a lot of pretty ones, but I left them all at the cottage because I wasn't sure if I was doing the live from here from the cottage, but I was so worn out after chopping down trees today that I said, I'm staying home for the night. So I forgot to bring them. So anyway, thank you so very much. Y'all have a wonderful night. Get some rest. I know I need some. Eat well. And we will see you back here with something else tomorrow. Bye, everybody.